What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to have a look moving forward to Game Week 20. I'm going to get my Game Week 20 team up on screen at the moment. We've had a couple of cancellations already in Aston Villa versus Leeds and Arsenal versus Wolves. We're going to have a look at some potential transfers that I'm going to make. Will I have to play my free hit? Because unlike some people, I didn't actually play my free hit in Game Week 19, so I can play it this week going into Game Week 20, but I also need to look forward to potential upcoming Game Week 21 double game week and Game Week 22 double game week. So what is going to benefit my squad long term? Now, the Game Week 20 deadline comes on Tuesday, just about 24 hours after I'm planning on publishing this video. So we've got to move fast. We've got to start thinking about our team straight away, some potential transfers and everything like that. So my team for Game Week 20 lines up as it does on screen at the moment. I currently have 9 players available, like I seem to every week. I seem to be taking either a free hit or a -4 to get out just 11 players every week. It seems to be the way that I go. So I have no goalkeeper because the Arsenal game has now been cancelled. I have a full back four of all my premium defenders in James, Cancelo, Reguilon and Trent, so I'm very happy that they are all back available for selection. I didn't have Trent this week. The week before I didn't have someone else, so it's nice to have all 4 of them back. In the midfield, again, a strong midfield 4 in Son, Jota, Bernardo, Bowen. Now, of course, the big omission here is that I don't have Salah in my team anymore, who's playing a Leicester team who have been defending pretty poorly in the past couple of weeks, including conceding 6 goals to Manchester City in Game Week 19. So slightly worried going into this that I won't be able to captain Salah, but I did make that judgment that going forward, overall, although I may take a bit of a dent in Game Week 20, I think I'm better off with the transfers that I made last week. And I brought in Son, who scored, and I brought in Reguilon, who got a clean sheet and a bonus point. So I was pretty happy with the transfers that I did make. Up front, I have 1 forward because Watkins is without a game again, and Ronaldo has a home fixture to Burnley. So pretty strong players available with the back 4, a midfield 4, and then Ronaldo up front. It is just that I don't have a full 11 available for Game Week 20. On the bench, I have Odegaard, White and Davies with Foster as my backup goalkeeper. So in theory, Foster could play, but because he picked up that injury, is not available for me. Odegaard, White have had their game cancelled, and then you have Davies of Aston Villa without a fixture again and doesn't play any minutes anyway. So as you can see down below me, I have 1 free transfer, 1.8 million in the bank. So let's get into those potential transfers that I can make to make sure I put out a full 11 if I didn't play my free hit this week. Just before we do that, a very quick reminder of my December charity fundraiser. Membership money, stream super chats, donation in the comment section, just in the thanks button next to the like button, just watching the videos and the ads, so all that ad revenue, as well as 10p per new subscriber goes to charity during the month of December. Very short amount of time left for you guys to be supporting charity. We are close to £300 raised. We just need a few more new subscribers and likes and film videos and things like that. So make sure you are liked, and if you are new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything and you donate 10p to charity. I appreciate everyone who has signed up for either tier 1 or tier 2 to my channel already. Stian, Simply FPL, Westido at tier 1, and then we have tier 2 members in Patrick, Ben, Shahin and Salaman. You get the upgraded badge in the chat on the live streams, as well as plenty of other benefits, so do go and check them out. But let's get down to those potential transfers for my team. So we've got our team up on screen now. I think the first thing we need to do is look at actually, do I want to keep my Arsenal players? So the difference between whether I free hit and whether I use transfers is, do I want to keep these players that I would be selling on a free hit long term, or do you think I'm actually better off just making those transfers in the first place? If we look at the Arsenal fixtures, yes, Arsenal assets have been so good for me recently. They don't play in Game Week 20, then they play Manchester City in Game Week 21, and then they play Tottenham in Game Week 22, and then they have a blank fixture just a few weeks later in Game Week 25. So I definitely think it's possible that we can actually just use transfers to move out some of the Arsenal assets rather than playing a free hit this week. That's my current plan. Now, if we take out Ramsdale and we go and have a look at goalkeepers, there are 2 goalkeepers that stand out for me. The first one that we have is Lloris, who's been really good. I do have Reguilon in my team at the moment, but they've been really good. They've kept 4 clean sheets under Conte in 6 games in the Premier League. A really nice record and have a good run of fixtures over the next few. They do have a few more difficult fixtures on the horizon, but still pretty good run. However, the other one, the one that is really catching my eye, is David De Gea of Manchester United. Again, has been really good under the new system, under the new management. Much more clean sheet potential there, and a nice run of fixtures for the very foreseeable future. Is likely to have a double game week in Game Week 22, and may even have a double game week in Game Week 21 front as well. So we could have 4 games in the space of those 2 game weeks. He is definitely the #1 contender for me to be coming in for Ramsdale. I do think that's likely to be the way that I go. They have a good fixture this week, and then they have a nice fixture sort of long term, as well as really nice potential double game weeks as well. So that is my first transfer. That would be a goalkeeper move for me to make, but of course I still need to make that outfield transfer, whether it's White, whether it's Odegaard, or whether it's Davies. Those are the 3 players for me that don't have a fixture this week that I think I would consider selling. Once I've made that move, I still have 1.6 million in the bank to make my second transfer, so an upgrade of Davies is definitely possible. Now, we've heard that Dennis is in the squad for Nigeria to go to the African Cup of Nations, so he's not on the cards. However, I definitely think Josh King is a striker that I'm still looking at. They have good fixtures, they are scoring goals, Watford, and they have a very nice potential double game week coming up in game week 22. Dennis is likely to be away at the African Cup of Nations, so it isn't going to be him. King plays for a team that is scoring goals, and he has a really nice potential upcoming double game week as well. So I could just go and get King. He does have a home fixture against West Ham in game week 20, so he could definitely come into my team for that. Now, if I don't want to sell King, because this makes my squad really, really strong and could give me a benching headache over the coming weeks. However, I still think that's a good thing to have because of the amount of games we've got cancelled. I could go for White, or I could also go to upgrade Odegaard. So let's have a look at some defensive and midfield transfers as well. Firstly, if we start in defence, I would have 6 million to spend on a White replacement, which is very nice. However, if I look at the potential replacements, none of them are really doing it for me. We've got the Arsenal defenders in Tierney, Gabriel, and then Tomiyasu there, who's injured, but Arsenal don't have a fixture this week. And then the same applies for Wolves, who's meant to be playing against Arsenal. I could double up on Tottenham defence. You see the likes of Sanchez, Davies, Reguilon all coming in there. Could go for a Chelsea defender, but their upcoming fixtures are not great and haven't been keeping nearly as many clean sheets as I would like. And then the final one is Diaz, who I could go for, but again, the upcoming fixtures are not as good and are unlikely to have a very nice, if at all, a double game week in game week 22, which is what I'm really planning for with my free transfers. So I don't think White out is the way I'm going to go. The final move that we could make is Odegaard out this week as well, if I wanted to then play a sort of 4-5-1 formation with just Ronaldo up front. In terms of my budget there, I think the 7.1 million, there are 2 midfielders that really stand out for me. The first one is Lucas Mora. However, I do struggle to think quite how consistent he's going to be. Now, we're playing in a new Tottenham system, so it is quite difficult to predict some of these things. Southampton, Watford, Arsenal, Chelsea, and then Southampton and Wolves in the next fixtures does look nice, and he did look really good in game week 19, so he could definitely be coming in. The other one that really stands out for me, though, is Maddison. They have a really nice potential double game week in game week 22. He's been so consistent for the past 5 weeks, only with 1 non-double digit return in those past 5 weeks. The only issue is he has Liverpool at home this week, so could I look to bring him in potentially next week for Odegaard and then maybe look for Josh King? So at the moment, I think Davies out and Josh King will likely be my transfer this week. I haven't completely decided, but Ramsdale to De Gea looks very set and happening, and then Davies out for Josh King. So those are my potential transfer plans. Ramsdale to De Gea and then Davies to Josh King to play a 4-4-2 this week. I hope you found it useful. Drop any questions about your team in the comment section down below. Any potential chip strategies, if you want to see a free hit team, drop it all in the comment section down below and I will do my best to get back to it all before game week 20. Do also consider how you can support charity for the remaining month of December. My DMs are open as well on Twitter if you do have any questions. I'll be back live streaming before the game week 20 deadline, so do turn on notifications to come and join then. I hope you have enjoyed. If I don't see you, good luck in game week 20 and I'll be back again very soon.